It's been 6 years since her last record was released, and the time out of the spotlight has paid off for Adele, as her new album 30 has received rave reviews from critics. The singer's fourth album, inspired by her divorce from ex-husband Simon Konecki, was released to positive reception on Friday, despite some nothing that the topic of her divorce proved to be all-consuming. On Metacritic, the record received a score of 89 out of 100, indicating universal acclaim from reviewers. The Rolling Stones' Rob Sheffield proclaimed 30 to be Adele's best album yet and said she has never sounded more ferocious. He wrote, "You wouldn't think it was possible, but her vocals have gotten even more expressive. Adele's voice is a tank division that can tap dance. The more mature she gets as an artist, the more finesse and tact she brings to the microphone, without sacrificing any of the primal firepower that made her famous in the first place. It's all of there in the single Easy on Me, where she pauses mid-song to linger on the first note of Easy so long you feel like you might pass out, even though you can tell she isn't breaking a sweat." The Independent awarded the album 4 stars and praised the songs as handsomely crafted ballads and said it was Adele's powerful voice that sells them. Reviewer Annabelle Nugent wrote, "It's epic without resorting to showy, melismatic affectations. It yawns into unexpected shapes and makes intonation fun. But there are many great vocalists out there who don't attract the same mass adoration. There's something else about Adele that makes her so endearing, something that preternatural vocal cords alone can't explain." In a slightly more lukewarm review, The Guardian gave the record 3 stars and said the topic of divorce is all-consuming and some listeners may wish she would give them a break from the woe. However, they praised the singer for delivering an album that is different than her previous offerings. Reviewer Alexis Petrides wrote, "Given their sales figures, you couldn't blame Adele for declining to even tinker with a formula that clearly ain't broke. But she does, and it makes for 30's highlights." Enemy agreed that 30 is a change for the singer, saying the songs Easy on Me, To Be Loved and Hold On are the only ones that feel like classic Adele. Writer Elle Hunt said, "This devastating level of honesty means that, despite its more experimental moments, 30 still winds up feeling like trademark Adele, in its own way, most of the time." And after fair accusations of playing it safe musically in the past, it's refreshing to see the pop titan treading braver territory, even if the hit rate isn't 100%. In a 5-star review in the Daily Telegraph, critic Neil McCormack praised Adele for infusing the record with a sense of life-affirming liberation despite the main theme being divorce. The publication said her voice reaches its limit on the 7-minute-long To Be Loved, where she confesses some of her deepest worries. They also said the album has a lot of positivity to offer listeners, writing, "There is plenty of spirited positivity amid the self-pity and self-flagellation, allied to melodies that will have karaoke nights booming, delivered with Adele's customary gusto and lit up by her sheer joy when singing. The truth is, Adele actually sounds like she has had fun recording this album, particularly in the ways her free-roaming lead vocals interact with her own tightly arranged backing vocals." The reviews come after it was revealed that Adele's upcoming album would include heartbreaking voice notes exchanged with Angelo. In an emotional track, My Little Love, the singer includes audio recordings from conversations with her 9-year-old in which he attempts to stop her crying amid her 2019 divorce, which is the key subject of the record. Adele, who shares Angelo with ex-husband Simon Konecki, sings, "I'm so sorry if what I've done makes you feel sad. In more heart-wrenching notes she says "Tell me you love me," to which Angelo replies, "I love you, 1,000,000%. I feel like you like me too." Adele continues in the tearful voice notes, "You know Mummy doesn't like anyone else like I like you, right? Mummy's been having a lot of big feelings lately, I'm confused and I don't know what I'm doing." In more voice notes to her son she says, "I love your dad because he gave you to me. I've had a bad day, am very anxious. I feel very paranoid, stressed, and am hungover, which never helps. I feel like today is the first day since I left him that I actually feel lonely, and I never do. I just feel really lonely and frightened, and am worried I might feel like this a lot." In Woman Like Me meanwhile, she sung of Simon, "Complacency is the worst trait to have, are you crazy? It is so sad a man like you could be so lazy. All you do is complain about decisions you make, how can I help lift you if you refuse to activate?" While Adele features her son on her new album, and dedicated the music to him, she revealed this week that her one-night-only CBS special concert was the first time Angelo had ever seen her perform. The Someone Like You hitmaker took to the stage at the Griffith Observatory in Los Angeles in late October to film the show. While on stage she gushed, "This is the first time my son has ever seen me perform. It's the absolute honor of my life to have you here tonight, baby," she added with a smile. Looking back on the heartwarming moment on Twitter, Adele said she'd never been so nervous in my life for her son to watch her live for the first time. She wrote, "It was also the first time my son saw me perform and I've never been so nervous in my life. I hope you like it." Tune in tonight at 8:30 p.m. at 8 p.m. PT on CBS-X. The star explained that Angelo had previously attended rehearsals with her when the arena was empty, and compared them to a packed show when they had been to see Taylor Swift together. "Has like, so many people come to her shows," she recalled with a laugh. "But I make him leave before they all arrive. It was so cute and so funny." The Rolling in the Deep singer then told Oprah Winfrey in the accompanying interview that after the release of her first single Easy on Me from 30, her son was taken aback by her popularity. She said, "There was like 100,000 people waiting, and, you had all these likes," she recalled Angelo saying. "Then he was like, people really like you." Adele then discussed her hopes for her son's future with the chat show host, saying she only wants for him to be a good and happy person. "I don't expect anything of him," she explained. "I don't care what his career is, as long as he's passionate about whatever it is that he does and that he's happy." In the interview Adele also revealed that adjusting to being a single parent and her divorce was a process and exhausting.